This is a Go High Level website builder tutorial part 2, and today we are going to continue building our website, and specifically we are going to do these four things. Number 1 is to add an image as the background for our website to further beautify our website. Number 2 is to add shadow to our headers to make it stand out even more. Number 3 is to customize our navigation menu items, and number 4 is to create a form for your visitors so that they can go and click and sign up. So let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do in this video is to make this section a global section. Like how we did it in the previous video, we made this section a global section, which is the header. Now we want to make this section a global section for the footer. So press this button to save. Name it something easy to remember. So I'm just going to name it global footer, and then I'm going to add it to the global section. And remember, the reason why we're doing this so that next time when we create the different pages, that we can just copy and paste these two sections. Okay. And now, so how do we make this a little bit better? So as you can see, even though we've made this the color scheme is really nice, but say you want to add an image to the background. Say for this section here, you want to add an image. So what we can do here is, if you look on this section, there is BG media, background media. So what you can do is to press this and search for an image, or if you already have an image, you can upload it. So I'm going with the same theme, which is rainforest, and looking for a nice image. So let's say maybe this one. Okay, import to media library. Okay, I'm gonna close this and that. Go back inside here. Always move to the right folder. Okay, so I move it into this folder right here. And then get the link, paste the link in, and then there we go. Okay, so as you can see that the font does not go really well with the background, because the background is a little bit it has some dark elements, right? So it's a little bit black, so the black doesn't go well with the black. What we can do is we can press this and give it some fade. So let's give it some light fade. Oh, let's try the heavy fade. Okay, heavy fade doesn't look that nice. Half fade. Okay, half fade or light fade. All right, so you can see it pops up. Half fade. All right, so this looks good. So let's save. And then press this. Whoops. So yeah, now you can see that this section really pops out and looks really nice. Okay, the next thing that we want to do here is maybe to get the headers here and the subheader to pop up a little bit more. So the two things that we can do, one is to change the font color, and number two is to maybe add some shadow, just like this, right? How we put shadow on this and how it naturally just pops up a little bit better. Okay, so what we can do is select that and go to the bold text color, and let's see if we try and use one of these. Okay, so you see, so it's like too much green because it blends in too much, and this one actually looks a little bit better because of how it's a little bit more light and it doesn't blend in. Okay, so let's try for this as well. So for the italic text color, let's put that. Okay, or maybe we can maybe do like this or this. Okay. And as the other thing is, we can go to advanced, go to text shadow, and put in some shadow. So let's try the very dark one. See how to click this. Yeah. Okay, and then this one as well. Go to text shadow, click this, and there we go. Press save. And then let's preview it and have a look. So instantly it looks a lot better right now just by adding number one, just changing the color, and number two, just adding some shadow to it. Okay. All right. So the next thing you want to do now in this video is to make some edits to this section. So as you can see, there is home, about, and contact. And say we have the themes page, which is in the what we call the sub menu for the about. And say if you don't like that and you want to remove it, what do you do? Okay, so you just click on this section, and then you can see the menu items here. Okay, so if you don't like, say, the themes, or if you don't even use it, you can just click on that and press delete. Okay, and now you can see that it looks like this. And if you want to add a certain section, a new page, say if you want to add like a blog. Okay, so what you can do is you press add item, and then you can see the new menu already pops up here. And title, let's say blog. Okay, go to page. Okay, and currently we don't have it. We don't have the blog page here, so we cannot select anything now. So just leave it as this. But as we create future pages, we are able to link this menu into the right pages. Okay, so let's save that. And let's see what other pages can we add here. Contact page, we already have blah blah blah. Maybe testimonials. Say maybe you want to add testimonials under about. So let's just press add item, testimonials. All right, and then we can just go to, and you'll go to the testimonial page, or we can just leave it like that for now. Oops, and then what you can do is you can just click this and then drag it to under. So now it's under about. So you can see this like that. Okay, and now we want to fix the coloring. So what we can do is we can go down here. It will be this. If we go to advanced, and then there is drop down options, so we can click, say, maybe transparent, and maybe you can see now it's transparent. And then we want to change the testimonial color into the right color, which we can do that, and then click the right color, and you can see. And if we were to hover over it, we want it to be a lighter one. So let's do that. Maybe we do this. Okay, so if we hover over it, we want it to go darker. Okay, so it'll be this way and then this way. So like that. Okay. Make sure to always save after we do any changes. All right, so for the next thing that we want to do is for our buttons. Okay, let me open this so that we can have a look. So these buttons, they don't do anything right now. So we want to make it so that when we click on it, it has a nice big pop-up where we can get people to sign up. Okay, so in order for us to do that, we first need to create a form, and then with that form, we can link it into this page. Okay, so this thing is saved. Let's open, go back to a high level account, and now we are here under sites. You should see forms here. So let's go to forms and go to builder. Okay. Okay, always clear a folder. And then in this folder, we want to create our form. So first thing we want to do is to rename it. So wildlife V2 form. Okay. And there are a lot of things which you can play around with here. So say if you want it to be like this or like this, just going to leave it like that for now. And you want to add and remove different things here. So say if you don't like this, or you can change that. This one you can change to submit. Okay, I'm gonna delete this for now. Okay, some common things that we can do here is if we click on these, you can see there is this required or not. So depending on what kind on your business needs, whether you require them to put an email or not, or a phone number or not. So another tip here is you always want to put at least one of these to be required. High level will tie a contact to either a phone number or an email. Okay, so very important there. So let's save this real quick, and we want to see how we can integrate some of these colors into the form. Okay, so maybe the background, we want to put a different background, a background which is more suitable to ours. Anyway, I'm just going to test it out to see how it really looks, and we can make changes if we feel like it's kind of weird. Okay, font color. Let's put this in. Okay, and then input background. Let's put maybe this one. Okay. Okay, let's click the button and let's change that button color. Let's change this button color to something else. How about this one? Right. You know what? Maybe I like this to be a little bit darker. Currently doesn't look dark enough. Maybe it's a bit. Go styles. Okay. Maybe this. Okay. Maybe something like this. The next thing I want to do is let's go to options here. And basically what this is on submit. So if someone were to submit this form, what will happen? Where would they go? So you can either do this message where you will go to a different page where it will show a message that says this. Thank you for taking time to complete this form. Or you can go to open a URL, and this URL will have it's like a page. It has a thank you page, and it will look much nicer if you do this. So it's up to you which way you want to do it. So this one is like much easier because you just have to do it right here. This one has an open a URL, okay, which will be much nicer, but takes maybe a couple more minutes because you need to create an extra page for that. Okay, so I'll just go leave it on message for now, and thank you for taking time to complete this form. Um, for Thank you for signing up for the contest. We will notify when the contest is about to start. Okay, something like that. Okay, so after this, we want to go back to here, and what we need to do is we want to link it to this button. So if somebody will click this button or any of these buttons, that it will pop up and it will show that form. Okay, so when you click on it, just click on the button and it says button actions. So open pop up. Okay, so in order for this to work, we will need to go to pop up setting. Okay, up here, and then add a row, and let's go to one column, add an element, and go to forms, and you just want to pick the form that we created earlier, which is the bar life v2 form. Okay, so it will look like that. And if you want to make any sort of edits, what you can do is just click on this, and you can disable pop-ups, close pop-ups on clicking outside. So yeah, I think that's nice. Yeah, I can also change some colors here. What will happen if they were to click with if this pop-up were to pop up, what will happen? So you can put something like this where everything is a little bit darker, so this will stand out a little bit more. All right. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. We can do it like that. Maybe the width is a little bit. Let's see if we do it smaller. Yeah, I think smaller is nice. Advance. And what kind of border should we like? Put no border, full border. Yeah, maybe no border is looks better. And shadow, man, I always love putting some shadows. Just looks like it can just stand out so much better with a shadow. Right, so you can see a little bit shadow here. Yeah, looks much nicer now. If you want to make more edits, the best way is to actually go here. So say, if I want to put in some shadow, so to here. Okay, and then let's press save. Go back here and press save as well. All right. So you can see with a nice pop-up once we click any of these. Of course, there's, you can put like headers here to make it look better, but then this is a start for it. And yeah, so in the next video, what I'm going to show you is, so when somebody actually fills up all this, what happens? It needs to go somewhere. It will go into your system, but the system doesn't notify you, doesn't nothing actually happens. So we need to create some automations for this form when someone fills this up. So stay tuned for part 3 of this series, and I'll see you in that video.